speaking of the Smack Off, today's Smack Off 30 player profile comes at a pretty interesting time for the cloning question because the Smack Off contender that I am profiling today happens to be an Eagles, Phillies, and Penn State fan. That's right. It has been a rough time for my dude, Mark in Hollywood. Now, of course, Mark is not going to let his favorite teams and his alma mater being a complete dumpster fire distract him from his quest of ripping a second strap. If anything, it's only going to give him more fuel and more material. It's one of the many reasons that I expect Mark to be one of the single biggest threats to take down Smack Off 30. As I've said, he's done it before. In fact, Mark won the second Smack Off he ever called into back in 2013, and he very nearly ripped his second strap at the last Smack Off. Not only did Mark almost win Smack Off 29, he nearly wired the field. He led the show off, and then he wound up finishing second, which is incredibly impressive and incredibly rare. And incredibly hard to do, because when you lead off, that means the entire rest of the field gets to tee off on you, and you don't get to respond. Now, the funny thing about that, though, is Mark found a way around that. He found a way around that issue, a genius way around that issue, a way to basically go back at the rest of the contenders before they could even take their swings at him. This is the kind of amazing creativity and performance level that can absolutely win you a strap. This is the second place call from the last Smack Off from Mark in Hollywood.
Sorry, Jim, this is kind of embarrassing. Let me re-rack this thing. Just give me like 2 seconds here and...
Hold up, Mark. Forget Siri. You got Broadway Vic to get your back.
Wait, Vic in NoCal? Is that really you? Shouldn't you be getting ready for your own call?
Well, there's no way an illiterate jackwagon like me can beat you, so if you can't beat him, join him.
Oh, come on, bro. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got a shot at this thing.
Well, I guess if I had your looks, your talent, your game, and just your overall confidence, maybe I could make something of my miserable life.
True. But why not start with something small? Like instead of rehashing old, tired 80s movie references, why not finally bring your smack into the 21st century?
The 21st century. Like when Marty McFly went to the future and Back to the Future, too. God, I hate this guy.
Wait, Brad and Corona?
How you doing, bud?
Are you also throwing in the towel early and giving me the chip?
I just want to speed up the process of your life, Mark, okay? You're taking too long the way this thing's going.
Dude, you've won this thing 6 times. Why not just make a call?
Because unlike me when I'm selling my ass on the streets of Corona, you've got this thing wrapped up.
You're really proud of that wrapped up blast, aren't you?
Put that on a banana hammock.
Now, look, Jim, I'm sorry. I made these guys drop out, but we can still have an event here.
Hey, Jimmy, why don't you just crown Mark's ass and get it over with?
Oh, crap. Les?
You know what, baby? The Laguna Beach Bag is officially endorsing you as the new king of smack.
So you're not going to call either?
Nah, I'm currently stumbling around John Wayne Airport, drunk out of my mind and looking for a loose trim.
Classy, bro.
Those upskirt pictures aren't going to take themselves, Mark.
No.
Every day is dong day, baby.
No, it's not. That was yesterday.
Mark, can I ask a question?
Walrus. Is that you, champ?
Yeah, it's Caleb, the former champ. After you take the crown back, and I drown my sorrows in chocolate syrup and chicken grease.
Very descriptive. All right, Caleb, what's your question?
What does loose trim mean?
Why do you need to know what loose trim means? You are a notorious non-sex haver.
Well, my mom keeps saying that if I don't use it, I'll lose it, which may explain why I haven't seen it in years.
Okay, Caleb, walk over to a mirror, lift up your big belly, and look down.
Oh, there it is.
Happy to help.
Gosh darn it, I lost it again.
Wow.
I mean, an incredible phone call. I'm dying just listening back to that. Good enough to win, didn't win, but it was definitely good enough to win. That's what I mean by sometimes you run a winning race, but you don't win. Now, you know there's a lot more where that came from because there's always more where it comes from when we're talking about Mark in Hollywood. Now, the other cool thing about Smack Off 29 on that call is it was sort of a call back to Mark's winning call at Smack Off 13, which also featured the use of technology to roast another contender, this time Mike in Indy.
Hey, Siri, how did your date go with the Mike in Indy?
It was the worst date I have had. in my 5 years of existence.
Well, that's a little bit dramatic, a little bit harsh, but okay. Well, Siri, how was the conversation during dinner? Did he have any good rap?
I wouldn't know. His mother sat at the same table as we did.
Wait, Siri, what?
I said, his mother sat at the table, fixed his hair, wiped his mouth, and pulled a LeBron James and cut his steak into tiny pieces for him.
Cut his steak into pieces? Well, Siri, I mean, wasn't that awkward at all?
If by awkward you mean, was it weird when his mother kept asking me if I was going to, quote, put out, then yes, Mark. It was extremely awkward.
Jim, I'm going to wrap this up. This is only going to get worse before it gets better. What happened when the bill came?
He got alligator arms.
Well, that actually doesn't really surprise me. And Siri, how did the date end?
They dropped me off, and then he called me to see if I had a good time.
Oh, well, that was nice of him. That's gentlemanly. Siri, when he called you, what did you say?
I said, I don't like that call. That's not a
okay call. All right, I get it.
I mean, you gotta understand, that was a while ago. But at that time, like, some people hated that bit, and some people still hate that bit, and some think that it aged like wine, others think that it aged terribly. But the point is, the guy always gets creative with it. Mark always takes chances, and he's never afraid, and that combination obviously is going to make him a threat, always. That's why he has 11 top 10s in 12 smack-off calls. That's why he's hit the top 5 6 times, the podium 3 times. That's why Stucknut gave him the third best odds to win Smack-Off 30. He is a serious, serious contender, even if he's not that serious of a guy. Case in point, his love for serenading the clones. I'm not sure anybody in the jungle sings to the clones quite like Mark sings to the clones.
I don't want a lot for Christmas, just a few wishes for some clones. Rick and Buffalo's fat fish head, choking on a turkey bone. Matt in L.A., please lose this number. Go free base off a silver spoon. Jeff in Richmond, please release that family. Kidnapping is a category felony, too. I just want to be drunk like Slur Rome. I just want to find Ira a home. Make my dreams come true. You bitch-ass clones are all trash. Screw you. Screw you. I don't like the weird-ass threads tweeted by the JTP. Drew in LA and Chris in St. Pete. You'll never be Marigold, told me. The XR4TI looks shady, like guys that go to a strip club buffet. Roll me, did you hire while drunk? Did you have too many Mickey Ultras that day? Brad in Corona has those crabs. Leffen Laguna has a big ass. Make my dreams come true. You bitch-ass clones are all trash. Screw you.
I'm telling you, you bitch-ass clones. Look, a lot of you bitch-ass clones find him really annoying. Not me. Not me. People love to hate on Mark. I love the dude. The only legitimate knock that there's ever been on Mark as a jungle caller is that he has not always been at his very best on Smack-Off Day. He had a little run where his RSVP calls were actually better than his Smack-Off calls. But he is incredibly consistent, and at times, that top gear is just not there when he needs it most, but he has won it all. So, you never know. It was definitely there the last time around. And he pretty much erased all doubts about that top level while he was nearly wiring the field in Smack-Off 29. If he brings that top level again, and there's no reason to believe that he won't, other than all of his teams bringing him down. But then again, that might bring him back up. If he brings his best, I brought this up the other day, does his best beat the other bests? I don't know. You decide for yourself. I think that it might.
I don't necessarily need a player profile. I get profiled enough if you see me working. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly. F***ing Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. You're welcome for this content, bitch. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, but you'll never catch me wearing blue and maize. It's 9:52, and Michigan still sucks.
Lef and Laguna should give a lecture on how to not overcompensate due to micropenis syndrome.
So later on tonight, I'm going to give my girl a My Philly special if you see me work it. Rick, I know you've done so much toot that your eyes look like Edwin Moses and your beak looks like Artie Lang's, you faux-ass bitch. You're all gimmicked out, fat Adam Silver. Yo, Portland woman. What up, Wookiees? Bro, you were at Beverly Hills. You didn't holler at your boy?
I knew you were busy.
Come on, man. We could have went to get our faces carved together, Botox shots together. Yo, next time you come up, yo, holler at your boy. James Kelly, as a fellow member of Big Dome Nation, I got your back, homie. Ain't nothing wrong with you. I'd rather have a big dome than look like a bald, wrinkly, newly born Benjamin Button. And I'm going to be bringing back the crown to the land, Hollywood land. Vic, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Brad. Lef.
Yeah.
Caleb, that's you.
Sorry, I just found my penis again, and now I'm playing with it.
Yeah.
And he's out.
My dude, Mark in Hollywood. 11 times in the top 10, 6 times in the top 5, 2-time runner-up, and the reigning runner-up, the Smack Off 13 champ. My dude, hope you're not letting your loser teams, your disaster alma mater get you down in the lead up to the big day, brah. Keep your head clear. I know you will. Bring your best on the 31st because you might be walking away with that strap and 5 gur and a watch. Beautiful timepiece. Mark in Hollywood, one of the best to ever do it. One of the most talented to ever do it. Hate all you want, but you're barking up the wrong tree. I love the dude.